Yeah, I started this. I want to fucking finish it. All right, finish it. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, much like when I reviewed it, the original Rob Zombie Halloween, there was a few changes. I still don't like this movie. I don't hate it anymore. I don't hate Rob Zombie's films anymore. Rewatching these, he's got a style. He's got a style, yeah, he's got a style, and it's dirty and grungy. He's got some blood, a lot of blood, and it's squirting all over me, yeah. He's got some tits, yes, lots of tits, and they're going to get bloody. He's got a horse and his wife, and it makes no sense to me. What's inside his head? Oh God, I just don't know. I don't know anymore. Now, baby, please tell me I want to stop. But I gotta do this review. Somebody please call the cops. Okay. Enough of the Stephen Lynch parody. Okay, so I will say that in a big contrast to the first one, the beginning of this is actually pretty good. Minus the guy talking about fucking corpses and the cow, fuck. That part, one, doesn't make any sense with the story at all, because this whole first 20 minutes is revealed to be a dream that Laurie is having, and it's now 2 years later. 1 year if it's the regular version, but 2 years in the director's cut. I get that it could be, Laurie's dream, but then that doesn't make any. If Laurie was having a dream of being attacked by Michael after she survived and she's in the hospital, sure, it could be a memory, because sometimes people say that dreams are memories. So that could be a memory. But Michael's about to kill her before she wakes up, so no, it's a dream. But it also doesn't explain the segment where she wasn't even around with the two coroner guys and the guy talking about fucking corpses and fuck, cow, hitting the cow and Michael escaping and killing those two. She wasn't around for that, so how could that be in her dream? Doesn't make any sense. Let me put this out right now. The only reason that they had this subplot with the white horse and the ghost, sort of the Myers family following him around is so that Rob Zombie can once again shove his wife in front of us. We get it! You married a hot, gorgeous woman. Good for you. But much like Annie, she's not necessary for this film. You can take out all the white horse ghost shit and it could have been better. The visuals he gives us sometimes, like when they're in the barn or whatever and it's snowing and stuff behind her, that's great. Having little Michael there doesn't make any sense, and it especially doesn't make sense when Loomis shows up at the end and Laurie's being held down by a ghost that no one else can see but her, which means it's in her head, which means she's not being held down, so it makes no sense. And like I said, having Annie in this film doesn't really make sense to me. Now, I was a little bit off when I did the first review. When the first film came out, Danielle Harris was 30 years old. When this film came out, she's closer to the age I am now. She was 32, I'm 33. So it was very close. And I don't know. The character of Annie Brackett was not designed to live past the first film in any version. Right? And to me, it seems like Rob Zombie trying to milk nostalgia. Like, the first film, it very much saw that. Like, oh, look, it's Danielle Harris. She's back. She was in Halloween 4 and 5, and now she's back. But, you gotta think, wait a minute. Even smart people could think she was a kid in 1988. So why now would someone 30 years old be in this film as a teenager? Doing it once is fine, you kill her off, that's that. But you brought her back, which means you're still trying to milk the nostalgia train to get your, people to come to the theater and stuff. You know, and then you kill her again. Like, you bring her back just to have various arguments with Lori that, because she's over 30, seems like a mother arguing with her child, and it really, really seems like that. And then have her killed. And she gotta be naked? Why does she have to be naked? I know she was in a robe, but would Michael honestly kill her and then just take her robe off? She gotta be naked. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The only thing good that comes out of this is the scene in which Sheriff Brackett, played once again by Brad Dourif, comes in, and we get this very sweet scene, and then he splices in some footage for probably like behind the scenes stuff of Halloween 4 or 5 of young Danielle Harris with a dog, which is pretty cool. But that's probably the only thing that really benefits Annie being in this film. And you bring her back just to kill her again. Who knows the first film if she was alive or not, but now she's still alive. And, okay, so, remember I mentioned in the first film about dialogue, right? It's not as bad as, bitch, I will crawl over there and skull fuck the shit out of you. It's not that bad, but I remember going to see the theatrical version of this film, and the dialogue was not this bad. A few efforts thrown, left and right, and the ending, oh my god, the ending was better than this. It implied that Lori was probably going to take on being a killer, but, but to me, like, the theatrical version is better. Here, you have Lori being a bitch to everyone. And I get going through PTSD, but acting like a bitch to everyone, even your therapist who's trying to help you, is not how it works. She's just freaking whining and bitching, complaining, and yelling. It gets annoying and overdone throughout the film. The theatrical version handled it very well. Also, the ending was very well. Before I do that, though, Dr. Loomis. Fuck Dr. Loomis in this film. He's not Dr. Loomis. He's become an ass. Now, in the first one, we'll show that he's trying to make some money out of the Michael thing. But by the end of that film, I think he sort of learned his lesson, And so now he's, he should be a better person. But, now he's just making another book, and he's making money again, and now he's a big ass. And it's not Dr. Loomis. Not even a beard anymore, just a mustache. And it's not Dr. Loomis. It's an asshole till the end when he comes around yet again and goes to face Michael. Now, the endings are very different. This ending, Loomis is killed, Michael is killed, and then Lori puts on the mask and comes out with a knife, and she's killed. She puts on the mask, she comes out, she picks up a knife, she is shot by the police, and she's killed, and then we fade to she's in a white room, and the mom and the kid, the horse, whatever, and they show up, she smiles. Where in the original, she survives. Lori survives, Michael's probably dead again. Loomis could possibly still be alive, and she survives. It's very different. And then we're showing her in the room smiling again, and that led me to believe, Lori's going to be the killer in the next one. But going through the other films, it was like, no. And then they did have a plan that Lori was going to be the killer in the third film, proposed third film, but they didn't do one. Instead, we got Halloween 2018, which is far better than this one. But like I said, there is some of the set design and the visuals that we get, because Rob Zombie does music videos and stuff, are pretty cool. Some of the stuff that, as much as I don't like the White Horse subplot in this, it does give us some pretty good visuals. Also, Lori's new friends are not necessary, in my opinion. They're just there to be basically the angel on the shoulder on her shoulders. There's I'm going to call her Daphne because that's what she was in Heroes, the short blonde. She's very much the good side of the thing, where the other one is like, what's up, bitches? And wants to go drinking and get drunk and stuff, and lets the dude grab her titty or whatever. and they both get killed. I don't know what's that bitch is. She deserves to get killed, but the other one, they don't serve any purpose other than replacing Annie and Linda. But then why'd you bring Annie back? Nostalgia. Overall, I don't hate this film anymore. It's definitely on the bottom for me. It's still the worst one. Worse than Resurrection. And I'll tell you why. Because if I have to choose, if I was told to choose between Resurrection or Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which one I'd rather be forced to watch for constantly on a loop for 24 hours, I'm picking Resurrection all day because at least I get some characteristics, some good dialogue, and I don't mind some trick-or-treat motherfucker every once in a while where I'm not going to sit through 24 hours of screaming and bitching and whining from Laurie on this side. Unless it's the theatrical version, because I do think the theatrical version is the superior version of this film, but I'm going to have to try to find a way to find that and do the theatrical version reviews. That's 3 different reviews for Times Halloween and 3 more than I ever needed to do. But as it stands, this movie's going to get a 5. Alright? It gets a 5. I'll give it credit, the visuals and the style. And I no longer think that Rob Zombie is a shit director. He knows what he's doing. Alright? He has his own style. And I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind rewatching the first one again. And that's really weird for me to say, because I enjoyed watching it last time. I didn't hate it. So, just that first part is a little lump to get over. But here, I'm fine with not watching for a while. You know what I mean? So it gets a 5. So what are your thoughts on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.